Coming up on December 17th, it is a hometown Christmas performing arts spectacular at the Paxton Theater in downtown Bainbridge. I'm Dan Ramey. She's Andrea Call. Good to see you.
Thank you, Dan. It's good to be here with you.
I appreciate you coming in. We want to talk about this show that she has put together. It all came from her mind, and it's going to play out on stage.
That's right.
We're looking forward to it. We'll talk about the show coming up in just a moment, right after this from our friends at Rathkamp Financial.
At Rathkamp Financial, we act as your advocate in all wealth matters. We believe in long-term relationships and working to earn your continued trust with our customized investment solutions. Our greatest satisfaction comes from working with clients for many years and helping them realize their dreams.
A hometown Christmas performing arts spectacular. That pretty much, that sounds like a big name, but you've got a lot of stuff that's happening in this show coming up.
I sure do. It kind of started as an idea. I've been kicking around for probably quite a few years and not really knowing what I wanted to do, although I wanted to do some sort of a show. And since we've been through COVID and, everybody's been like shut down, can't go anywhere, and now that we're kind of up and running again, I thought, I know that I as a performer and probably all of the performers around here are pretty hungry to, get back on stage and to basically do what we do. And then I thought, well, the public has to be just as hungry for performances, because they've been at home and, not being able to get out and see anything because there was nothing to see at that point. And so I thought, well, why don't I just put together a Christmas show? It's, I think I started thinking about it in December of 2021. And I started putting things together in my mind January of 2022. And I just thought, this is going to be a gift from us as performers to our local communities. And I wanted to showcase all of the performers and, basically the talent that we have around here. Mm-hmm. So that's just in a nutshell, how it came about.
There's some acting, there is singing, there's dancing, and there's just all kinds of things that people get a chance to. You even have an aerialist.
Yes, I do. Cirque d'Art from Portsmouth has graciously lent me about 3 of their performers, and so you will be seeing them. They'll be dancing and performing aerial acts in the show. And if people know me and see me, they expect country from me. And, that's my love and my passion. And so I would expect that myself. But I've also had my fingers in a lot of other things through the years. And I just wanted to showcase all types of music and all types of performing arts. And, just trying to think of the word I want to say, just support, the people that we have around here, and let them get out there and show people what kind of talent we really do have around here.
Yeah. It's like you said, it's taken a while to put this together.
Yes.
And I know you and I talked several months ago, and then in July we had an actual sit down and talked about this at the Paxton Theater.
Yes.
So you can find that on our YouTube channel as well. But now that it's starting to come together, you've got 50-some people involved in this show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cast and crew, we're probably about 52 or 53 strong. And, it's ironic, but it's kind of like herding cats at some point in time because everybody's schedules are just insane.
Yeah.
But, I think people's hearts are really in this and they really want to do it. So we just kind of have to come together as a unit and make this show happen. Yeah.
This is not the first time on stage at the Paxton Theater for you. And you know that place like it's your back of your hand. Yeah,
I've been working with the Paxton through the years, probably since the 70s.
Is that
1970s,
right?
Yeah. And it's always had a special place in my heart. Myself and my husband, John, have performed there through the years. Yeah. And, known the different owners. And, now that it's a 5013C, I wanted to support them and, try to keep that theater going strong. So that's how I ended up approaching the Paxton, and they've graciously let us use their building for this show. And I think it's going to be a good partnership
Yeah.
for us.
Now, the Christmas theme is there. You can tell she's wearing Christmas style outfit. Ever since you and I started talking about this, I have pictured Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye in a white Christmas. That's the kind of performance I'm picturing this being.
I think you are like right on the mark.
Is that right?
Yes. Kind of backtracking, if I told you, if people know me, they think country. And first of all, I did not want this to be the Andrea show. That was not the intent at all. I kind of wanted to make a special appearance, maybe once or twice, and then, let everybody else actually do the show. Mm-hmm. And, but yeah, it's going to be pretty much identical to that white Christmas type of theme. We're going to have dancers. We've got some really, really great dancers that are going to be in the show. I've got a ballerina coming from Columbus that's going to be performing for us. One of my vocalists, he's coming from around the Cincinnati area. So, it's just a collection of all of these great performing artists that are going to help make this. I kind of say, help me give birth to the show. So I've actually kind of been carrying the show with me for more than 9 months. But, I will actually see the baby on December 17th, and it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it as well. This is December 17th. That'll be a Saturday night in Bainbridge, an opportunity to get together. We understand your mom's 91st birthday will be that night too.
Yes.
So
she's been my number one supporter and fan since before I was born. And so, we live together now and, hang out together. And when I found out that the show was going to be on her birthday, I thought, there's nothing more perfect, because we're kind of like, what is it that Forrest Gump says, peas and carrots? Wasn't that that's myself and my mom.
And I know all this is running around in your head right now because you are the executive producer. You're doing all this, all the bells and whistles are coming from this gal right here. But mom's probably lived some of this for you too.
Oh, absolutely. I go out on the porch and I probably get costume deliveries daily. And so I go out and load my arms up and I take them back to her bedroom and wake her up and we open all the deliveries together.
So it's Christmas every day.
Absolutely. And I'm still waiting on costumes. I'm praying that everything gets in before the show. But it should be, a really nice eye candy. Because I've taken special care to put costumes on everyone, and then I want to have really nice multimedia, lighting. My vision was to have something that you might have to go to Columbus or Cincinnati to see. So hopefully, if everything pulls together, we will have something special for everyone.
I'm going to go on a limb here and say that you've never done something like this.
I have not.
Because I know you're used to performing, but that's one thing. Putting a show like this together is that's a different ball of wax.
I've learned a lot. It's been mostly good. I've really enjoyed the journey, and we're almost at the end of it. So I will get to see our destination here in just a couple of weeks. But yeah, it's been a challenge. I've learned from, working with people like CCT, doing shows with my husband, just everything that's happened in life. I've kind of gleaned a lot of information, and so I'm trying to use all of that to present this show. Yeah. So,
without having a nervous breakdown.
I call it rabbit hole. So we don't go down any rabbit holes.
Gotcha. The show, again, is on December 17th, and you can get tickets through the Paxton Theater. They have a Ticket Leap website, so we've got that scrolling across here, but we'll also have it in the post as well. We mentioned more than 50 people. Do you have any scenes that you want to tell us about, or you want to just have it all unfurl in front of everybody on December 17th?
It would take longer than what we have for me to really delve into what the show is about. It's not like a continuous play or anything, but each act will have its own theme. the show opens with "I'll Be Home for Christmas," and we're taking that into like a jazz mode, and then we're going to have we're going to honor Tchaikovsky, and we're going to have a lot of dancers doing Sugar Plum Fairy, and it should be interesting. It's not exactly what people are going to be used to.
Yeah.
We're going to have like a short play, and I'm not going to delve too much into it, but it's centered around "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." And like I said, I've lived this thing. I'll talk about it from now till forever, but it should be a really, really beautiful show.
Can we expect an appearance by the Jolly Elf himself?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you for asking. Yes, doors are going to be opening at 6:00, and Santa will be there for photo ops. And so he'll just be probably, in the vicinity of the building, and you can stop him for photos. And hopefully that's a little fundraiser for the show, and also for the contributions that we're trying to make to some 501(c)(3)s in the area.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Have you selected those groups yet?
Yes, we are going to help, of course, the Paxton. I'd like to try to keep them going strong. And I was trying to kind of figure out who we should donate to. I mean, there are so many worthy things out there, Cancer Society and the Heart Society. I mean, I'm a heart patient myself, so, I could get behind that, but I kind of wanted to stay local. And I was on Facebook, and I found Cats and Company. And I'm a fur mom, so I have 11 cats.
Yeah, I was going to say, you talk about extra paws around the house. She's got them.
Yes, I do. I have 11 kitties and a dog that we just adopted about a year ago. Yeah. And so when I saw what was going on with this Cats and Company, I was like, I can so get behind this, because, I love animals. John and I love them, of course, or we wouldn't have 11 cats. But Bethany's really trying to get something good going for our area, for Chillicothe. And I mean, I know that it's not going to stay in Chillicothe because the need is so big. But they're going to be doing a cat fair. And so you can go in and you can grab your coffee and a sandwich, and you can interact with all of the kitties and the cats. And if you want to adopt or donate, that will all be available for you. I believe, I hope I'm not letting a cat out of the bag, so to speak, but they're also going to be doing some like business opportunities where people can maybe lease offices, and they will all be pet friendly, which is a little unusual. And she's also talked about doing some Airbnbs that are pet friendly, which I guess are really hard to find.
Sure.
And then they're going to be doing for the feral community, the catch, neuter, release program, and all of this is so needed. So anyway, all of the profits from the show, once we pay for the show, are going to go to Cats and Company. So I'm praying that everybody can get behind it, and we can give them a nice big fat check to get them going.
And of course, the interview we did back in July features also Bethany Snowden and Snowden and Cats and Company, and so you can see some of the kitty cats that at the time, maybe they've all been adopted since July. I don't know for sure, but the ones that were part of the interview, a lot of fun, and part of the dance group was also participating with that too.
Yes, we did like a little promo back in July, which was a lot of fun. Yeah. So, and Bethany brought all of her little kittens. And it was just a sweet time. So, and you were there, of course.
I was there. So, somebody had to run the camera. So
yeah, I think Bethany has no less than 50 cats and kittens at any given time living with her. And that's, they need to get their facility going so that they can have their house back.
Right. So if you want to find out more about how you can help out, Cats and Company is a place here on Facebook, which you can check. Just search Cats and Company. It'll take you right to it. But in the same respect, show up for the show.
Absolutely.
And you can learn even more.
Yeah, we're going to have merchandise available, concessions, so just bring your purse with you. And, because we're trying to do a good thing for the community. Yeah. And of course, a good thing is to give people a nice, warm feeling Christmas. So, you know, I think that my cast and crew are well capable of presenting what's been going on in my mind for about the last year. Yeah. And I'm also excited to see it. You never know what it's going to look like, you know.
She's got 11 cats and a dog at home. She's got 52 different actors in her head as well, all during all of this. But December 17th, it comes to a head.
I feel like I'm in a beautiful mind. That's what I feel like.
Well, again, if you want tickets, make sure that you visit paxton.ticketleap.com, and that's where you'll be able to find that information. Yes. And again, the link will be here in this post as well. Anything that we've missed you wanted to make sure we wrapped up with?
Oh, Dan, we probably have missed something, but I just wanted to let people know that we are in full force, full gear right now. We are rehearsing, trying to get everything together, and we just need you there, you know, to have somebody to sing and dance and, you know, whatever else to. And hopefully we'll all walk out of the building, you know, just feeling good about Christmas and maybe even having a purpose, you know, looking at Christmas's past.
Walking out almost as if you've been slathered in Christmas spirit. So
absolutely.
The way to look at it.
Absolutely.
There. So, Andrea, thank you for coming in. Thanks to John over here, her driver as well.
Yes. And thank you, Dan, for having me. I really appreciate it.
Looking forward to it. December 17th is the date. Paxton Theater in beautiful downtown Bainbridge.
Yes. And Dan will be our host for the evening, by the way.
Oh, that's right. I'm doing that, aren't I?
Yes, yeah. You are.
I'll be there too. So don't let that keep you away. So thanks again for coming in, and Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, Dan. Thank you.
Thank you. And thanks for watching Litter Media.